Hi, and welcome back to the Writing Schedule Revamp. That's better. So I'm Connie B. Dowell, and this is day 4, as you can see here. Let me click away and get this pulled up for you. Now, there's a little bit of background noise this time because I wasn't able to do it while everyone was asleep or downstairs, so you might hear some kid noise, some family noise here in the background. All right, start the screenshot, slideshow. Here we go. So, day 4, make a schedule. All right, so what we've done so far, we've tracked our time on Monday, analyzed our time tracking on Tuesday, and made some goals and then figured out how long they're going to take on Wednesday. And now all of these 3, so if you haven't watched those, I encourage you to go back and watch those 3 videos before you go on to today, because we are going to make reference to the stuff we did in previous days. Excuse me. All right, so moving right along, what we need in front of us, and pause the video if you need to and you want to go back and look at the work that you've done so far. What you need to move forward is the time tracker that you did on Monday and the goals that you did on yesterday, That's the stuff that you need written down, typed down, taken down, to make yourself a new schedule based on everything we've done so far. So I'm going to start by using myself as a guinea pig again. And just to remind you, these were the goals that I set for myself yesterday. After I made some ambitious goals and realized they weren't super doable for the upcoming month of November, given the time that I really have in my day, I made some new goals. And my goals were 30,000 words on a new novel and a 4,000 word Christmas short story that I can give to my fiction newsletter subscribers. And I'm not going to go into the math again of how I came to all of this, but because the math was yesterday's video lesson, and that video lesson was over 20 minutes long, so you might want to go back and review that one before you get here, as I've said before. So, but the gist of it is, I determined that these goals are going to take me a little over 37 hours for the entire month of November. And when I divided that out over the 18 days that I intend to be working on my writing goals, that's 2.10 hours, or 2.1. I guess I didn't need to include the 0. There were actually some more digits, but that doesn't, at this point, we don't really matter. So 2.1 and change hours of writing time per work day. Now here is the time tracker I analyzed from Monday. So it's going to look a little off from the time tracker that I do, or the schedule I'm about to make for myself. For one thing, on Monday was a weird day where everyone got up later than usual. But this was the general rhythms of the day. Getting up, getting the kids ready, getting the kids food, work time and kid time alternating, even lunchtime, kid time, and work time alternating. Some more of that in the afternoon, some nap time that I didn't on Monday actually use for any particular work. I used as my own downtime, but could have made use of that time. Then I had some kid snuggle time, we made supper, and I did a little bit more work because it's this challenge, along with a lot of other things. I had a book launch yesterday, today as I record this on Wednesday evening, so I had Writing Without Childcare come out. So it was a busy week for this half-time writer, full-time parent. So that's the rhythms of the day that I'm working with. Here is my new schedule. Now, to start with, when I first started drafting, it didn't look like this. One big thing that you'll notice is that the wake up time is pretty different from Monday. Now, if it was a normal day, most days when I'm not getting up to exercise, I would get up about 7. Yeah, even on a normal Monday, get up about 7. I've been wanting, since we moved to Virginia, I've been trying to get back into my regular exercise schedule, getting up at 5:45, exercising and writing for a bit before the rest of the house gets up. But I haven't been super consistent with that. I have included this in my imaginary Thursday schedule for NaNoWriMo. Because at first I tried to make this schedule starting at 7, not assuming that I'm still going to be kind of flaky on the exercise and may not get that time. And then I got to dinner time and I still had so much more admin and marketing stuff to catch up with in the evenings. And because I prioritized getting that writing done. But when I woke up at 7, then the admin and marketing that I had to do was following me to bed. So I know that by November, I really better get in a much better habit of waking up and getting that writing done before everyone wakes up, at least on days like Thursday, Friday, or Monday. On Tuesday and Thursday, I have a little more flexibility because both kids go to preschool that day. So I have a lot more time in the morning. But on those other mornings, I know this is a shift that I need to make. Now, the other big shift you'll notice, this is a preschool morning, but for one kid, so things are a little different. And the other, so the other thing going on is what I did prioritize. I right now I've been doing lots of admin and marketing first because it's heavy, but November I'm going to need to do a lot more production. Sorry about the little interruption there. Kind of threw me off a little bit. But yeah, so this is the rhythms of the day. I've got to get up, go for a walk at least on the mornings when we're not doing both kids in preschool. And I do a whole lot of alternating between kid time and a little bit of writing time. And here's the other big thing. On these days, at least the days where there's only one in preschool or none in preschool, I really have to use that nap time to do my writing and my admin and marketing. Now, I tried to push writing time to the beginning of the day because by nap time, I am going to have an energy crash. At least I will only have half that time for writing and 30 minutes for admin and marketing. And so again, admin and marketing, something I can do later in the day, even after dinner when that energy level is low. The other thing that you might remember from yesterday, from day 3, when we made our goals and we budgeted out that time, was that we factored in extra time. I factored in an extra 50% in terms of my time budget for writing, and that's including outlining, it's including revision time for the short story. So I've got a little bit to work with. If my energy level, if my commitment to this 5:45 walking schedule just can't 100% work out, then I know that I've got a little bit of leeway. And if I really have to, then I can push marketing a little bit later in the evening. This is a much tighter schedule than I would like to work with but it is for November. In other months of the year, it might be a bit easier. Now, so taking all of that, let's try to back up. Look again. So to make your own schedule, set down your goals. Look at the time tracker to see the general rhythms of your day. And then make kind of a rough schedule. And that's our assignment for today. And then going into tomorrow, even if you're not prepared, if you're doing something like NaNoWriMo and you're not starting your project, right away, try, if not to live that day, that schedule, to block it out and be conscious of it throughout your day, to figure out. So for me, it's Thursday schedule. Since you're listening to this Thursday, it'd probably be a Friday schedule for you. But you could do that, make a Thursday schedule and just live half of Thursday if you're listening to this at lunch. But live part of your schedule and see how it goes. And so I encourage you to comment on this video in the Facebook group or Facebook event. Let me know how things are going, what questions you have. And I'd really love to hear the questions that you have, because that's something I'd like to feature into tomorrow's video, the video where we see how it went and kind of do a little wrap up and a short final video before we take off and just try to master this before November gets here. So I'd love to hear from you.